In today's video, I'm going to be talking about gluten-free medications. Now, this is a subject you probably haven't thought much about in the past, but if you have celiac disease or you are non celiac gluten sensitive, commonly referred to as gluten intolerance, then it is vitally important that you should be aware that not all medications are gluten-free. Hi, I'm Mike Hines from JustKnowGluten.com, creator of this channel, Gluten Advice. Now, if you like the video, you like the content, why not give it a like or subscribe to my channel. Also, hit the notification bell down the bottom. That way you keep informed of all things gluten on this channel. We post videos on here 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So why not pop back from time to time? We'd love to see you. Okay, let's get on with the content. I'm quite sure that gluten-free medications is a subject you haven't thought much about before now. But are you aware that medications can also have gluten? However, if you have celiac disease or you have non celiac gluten sensitivity, sometimes referred to as gluten intolerance, your physician doctor will more than likely prescribe a gluten-free diet. And you will need to be aware that many medications are not gluten-free. If you pop into any pharmacy, you're going to be surrounded by medications that have gluten as an ingredient. Now, this is not what you want as a celiac. Tablets, capsules, vitamins, and liquid medications may all contain gluten. Let's cover why glutens are used in many medications. Glutens are added to medications because they are useful as fillers and as a substance that will either hold the medication together or thicken it. Gluten ingredients are also used to coat the pills or to cover the flavor or scent, or sometimes added as an ingredient to help the stability of the medication. If you're on a gluten-free diet, you should be aware that the gluten products contained in these medications could cause gut irritation and trigger the symptoms that you're trying so hard to avoid. Why not speak to your pharmacist? If you have any doubts about your medication, talk to your pharmacist about your gluten-free diet and ask about the ingredients that go into your medications. Something I'm constantly reminding is to read all the labels if you're buying anything over the counter. Typical names of gluten products in medications. Here are a couple of examples of gluten ingredients that are included in the manufacture of medications. Detrates, dextrins, maltodextrins, pre-gelatinized starch and sodium starch glycolate. Do have a chat with your pharmacist and explain that you're on a gluten-free diet and you need to know what other medications have gluten in their prescription. Your gluten-free diet is important to you. So with your pharmacist's help, you can avoid the numerous gluten products that are used in many medications. You can always do a little research online and become more informed about the names that are used to identify the glutens in medications. Lots of drug manufacturers use gluten ingredients in their formulas. But there are also many drug manufacturers who are only too aware of the problems caused to celiac sufferers by manufacturing medicines with gluten ingredients, and so therefore they strive to make prescriptions and counter medications that do not contain gluten. Depression is one of the symptoms of celiac disease, so depressed celiacs need to know: is bupropion gluten-free? The good news is, if you have celiac disease, which is an inability to digest the protein, gluten, found in grain food products, is that it is treatable. The downside to that news is that you have to stay away from gluten-free products for the rest of your life. So before you pop something into your mouth, do ask the question, is this gluten-free? Beer has gluten, pasta has gluten, gravy has gluten, even pet food has gluten. There are now gluten-free versions of the above foods and beer. I have covered gluten-free beer in a previous video, and I will leave a link to it in the description below. If you have been prescribed the antidepressant bupropion, you have to ask the question, is bupropion gluten-free? Yippee! Is bupropion gluten-free? Yes, it's gluten-free. One of the reasons there are so many antidepressants on the market is that everybody is different. The purchasing power of the millions of celiacs around the world is one of the reasons why bupropion is gluten-free. The brand names of the generic bupropion includes Wellbutrin, Bupropion and Zyban. It's always a good idea to know the active generic name of the ingredient for any medication you take. So, if you've been thinking, is my Zyban gluten-free? The answer is the same as the bupropion question. It is gluten-free. So, why would you want to take bupropion? Bupropion is not for everybody, but it is gluten-free. This is a powerful antidepressant that came out in 1986, and people react to it differently. Some people get wild, some turn into zombies. Others seem to just thrive on it. Depression can be a life-threatening illness and does need immediate medical attention. As I mentioned earlier, depression is also a symptom of celiac disease. Depression may or may not be a direct result of celiac disease. Your doctor will more than likely prescribe antidepressants and possibly change your diet as well. At least you will know that bupropion is gluten-free. In today's society, bupropion is also used for other ailments. It is also used for ADHD in children, as well as counteracting some of the harsher side effects of other prescription medications. Bupropion is also used as an anti-seizure medication. It is also prescribed for those trying to quit smoking and for those with problems in the bedroom. Do remember to read the instructions carefully. Do keep your doctor informed of all the medications that you take to avoid any bad interactions with bupropion. Now, this is something you should take note of. Never take it with beer, even gluten-free beer. Hello, I'm Mike Hines from JustKnowGluten.com, creator of this channel, Gluten Advice. Hope you liked today's video and you found it informative and helpful. If so, why not give it a like or subscribe to my channel. Again, thank you for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.